Stretch now as we're underway in week 13. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Back to throw, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Now a throw here, hauled in. By the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Warren will try the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Here's second and 10. A handoff for Warren. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. On the give, it's Warren. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year as the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Purdy. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry for Nick Chubb, fighting him off. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Pierre Strong, his target out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Stafford now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. To the air again, Stafford. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they'd built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Purdy. Incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Purdy to throw it on first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Browns coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Purdy off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. On the run, it's Warren. Well, he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Right back to him on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Williams again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to use his legs here. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Purdy now on second down. Staying up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Byron Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Purdy now to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. Stafford. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Again, it's Stafford. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Purdy. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Throwing here, Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Stafford. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On the coverage defensively.
Now Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Well, plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Lonnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got the connection to Moore. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Shoves him aside. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Here's Warren. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to throw, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as the tackle made at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a run with Warren. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Purdy's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's Ronnie Hickman who is there for the tackle. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
8 yards to go.
Stafford. Flush to his right. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Purdy now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Purdy. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun, Purdy. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, Why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. Touchdown, Browns. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was fourth down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player, but fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's an
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Martin Emerson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Purdy. Toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Purdy from the gun. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Back to throw, Purdy. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Purdy looking to throw. Finding more on the out route for the completion. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Browns first down.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. shotgun now with Purdy. Touchdown! Jerome Ford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The York on now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Rams getting set to go now. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On 1st and 10, Stafford gets this to his running back, Torrey Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. This is 1st and 10. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So now Stafford and the Rams down 21-20, 33 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Stafford now to throw. Pass complete to Robinson, and he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending, because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Cleveland, they pick up win number 7 on the year.